Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. We are in Amrutanubhava, verse number, I think, 170. And we are looking at ignorance denied. And here, last class we saw what is meant by the statement that the expansion of the pure consciousness is knower known knowledge is its nature. And that was explained through few examples, just like who has covered the diamond with brightness? Brightness is the natural intrinsic part of the diamond. Nobody can cover the brightness, cover the diamond. That is its own nature. No one has added goldness to the gold, because goldness is the nature of the gold. Similarly, another example, has the sandalwood taken the fragrance from somewhere else? No, it is its own nature. Or is it possible that the nectar increases its own immortality, or the jaggery tastes its own sweetness? It is not possible. Exactly the same way, don't take just only these examples. Exactly the same way, your nature is that of pure consciousness. That is your pure consciousness. And what is its nature? Its nature is the Triputi. Its nature is the whole world as a result of the Triputi. That is its nature. You cannot separate it. Then why do we separate it, neti, neti, and come back to the consciousness? Because you only understand that language. But as we come closer to the truth, then there is nothing called separation and nothing called eradication, dissolution. There is nothing like that. So just like the brightness is the nature of the diamond, the sunlight and heat is the nature of the sun, the goldness is the nature of the camphor. Similarly, the expression of life is the nature of consciousness. That one Paramashiva, this is how this book began. That one Paramashiva, his nature is to become Shiva and Shakti. And this is going on. Where's the problem? Then that Shiva Shakti becomes Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, and all the beings. But this can be understood, can be cognized only when we take the position of the constant. Only then it is possible. Another example was taken. The camphor has been created. The camphor has been created by whiteness, or has the fire been heated to make it hot? Is the camphor white? Has the whiteness been added to the camphor? Has the heat been added to the camphor, or it is its own nature? Similarly, or the creeper coils itself and as though creates a home for itself without actually creating one. So the creeper goes around the tree and as if creates a place where monkeys live and birds live, etc., etc. But has it created anything? It is only coiled itself around itself. Exactly the same way. Exactly the same way. The water has coiled around itself and become a whirlpool. The air has coiled around itself to create a tornado. Similarly, consciousness has curled itself around and created the individuality. This individuality is the whirlpool. Nothing needs to be done. Just appreciate. This is how it is. And within this individuality, again, further whirlpools. Whirlpools of subject, object, and instrument of knowledge. Triputi. Each one is a whirlpool, coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. Where are these whirlpools coming and going? In a larger whirlpool called waking, dream, and deep sleep. Where is the waking, dream, and deep sleep going on? It is happening in the individuality, the total, that I am this body. That is another whirlpool. Catch the game. Catch the game. How the pure consciousness, with its potentiality to manifest, expresses without effort is stated with an example. Meaning, how the pure consciousness that I am, with my own potentiality. What is my potentiality? The mind. Or within its potentiality, the self with its inherent potentiality manifests, expresses without effort. How does it express without? What is its expression? Mind is its expression. Remember that. And in the mind, the whole creation is. The example taken is का प्रभेचा उभला दीप प्रकाश संचला तैसा चैतन्य गिवसिला चिद रूप स्फुरे. Just as the bright light of the lamp reveals its presence even if not seen, so also the pure conscious being is revealed by its expression as consciousness, etc. Whether you see the lamp or you don't see the lamp, you will see its brightness. Just like we see the sunrise, we have not seen the sun, but we know the sunlight of the sunrise is from the sun. If the moonlight is entering our room at night, we know the moonlight has come from the moon. Similarly, we see a lamp somewhere, a light somewhere, we know it is coming from a lamp somewhere or some fire somewhere. There is nothing to be achieved. The lamp full of light presents itself before the world through its light. Remember what words they are using. Lamp represents itself in front of the world through its light. Similarly, the pure consciousness presents itself in front of the world through its light. What is its light? Effulgence. What is the effulgence? Mind. Through its nature. How does Shiva, the pure consciousness, present himself to the world? Through his Shakti. See, start connecting everywhere. How does the gold present itself to the world? Through the ornaments. It's a whole new take of how you process it in your mind, how you look at the whole thing in your mind. We have become so addicted to thinking as everything is separate from each other. It has to be replaced how one alone is expressing as many. This is the this is happening effortlessly, but the ego makes it difficult. And for that purpose, Jnaneshwar Maharaj is giving us these examples to see, to show to us, to present a mirror in front of us through these examples. Hey man, wake up to yourself. This is all your glory. This is all your vibhuti. This is continuously going on. There's nothing to run away from anything, nothing to run towards anything. There's nothing created, nothing lost. It's ever complete. And that you are. Even the lamp itself is not seen, the light it sheds reveals its presence. Huh? The lamp itself is not seen. If there was no light, the lamp could not be seen. In the light of the lamp, you are able to see the lamp. In the light of consciousness, you are able to talk about consciousness. Think. If there was no mind, will you come to know there is consciousness? Oh, but it is always there. For whom? For itself. We are talking about you as an individual right now. So beautiful thought. Even the lamp itself is not seen, the light it sheds reveals its presence. So, what is the vibhuti of this consciousness? Manasa vacha kaya. Through the speech, through the mind, we are able to think, contemplate, meditate on the pure consciousness. And because these words are there, because the mind is there, mind alone is grossified word. Because this mind is there, therefore we are able to trace back. Therefore we are able to know that there is pure consciousness, that there is a witnessing consciousness, that there is a triputi. Otherwise we would not be able to know. In this expression, the lamp makes no special effort. In the same way, the pure consciousness that I is manifests itself effortlessly. That is its essential nature. In the same way, the pure consciousness that I is, the existence, it expresses naturally. No effort. There's no effort in on your part. You never get tired. Well, relatively speaking, I don't take the example too long. Stretch it. You open your eyes, no world. You open your eyes, the whole world is presented. You close your eyes, no world. How much effort is going on in opening and closing the eyes or blinking the eyes? How much effort you are putting? With the closed eyes, if you go, you will never come to know that you have a vision. But because the eyes open, with that vision, you are able to see in the mirror that I have got eyes. Oh, this is where the vision is expressing. Or do I have to separate the vision from the eyes to come to know the eyes? Stupidity, no? So why do I need to separate the mind from the consciousness? Think. It's all one. There's no separation possible. Can you separate the wave from the water to prove the water? It's a totally different angle of approach. When you think like this, mind stops. And where the mind stops, the real you begins. Well, it was always there. It reveals itself. There is nothing to be achieved, nothing to be protected from loss. There is no need to add purpose to life. If the drop, the individual can remember that it is only water, then the dropness will drop of its own accord. The expression of the Chidrupa, the pure Chaitanya, is revealed. Just accept. Our problem is we are not ready to accept. I am an individual. I am a mother. I am a father. I was born. I have to celebrate my birthday. How old are you? 92 years old. I want to celebrate birthday. Nobody said happy birthday to me. Whole life I took care of them and they forget that I am 92 years old. Body identification, not consciousness of. Be identified with the consciousness that you are. Instead, we are identified with the body, and everything that goes with it. If what is told here in these one or two paragraphs, if it is clicking, everything is over. Then just time pass. If the drop, the individual can remember that it is only what? Only remembering. You have to just accept that you are the pure consciousness. After marriage, you accepted you are the wife or husband. After the children, you accepted you are the father or the mother. And the roles began. Now you have that phase of your life is over. You are in front of the scriptures, and the scriptures are saying, accept that you are the pure consciousness. Then just as the role of father, mother began, the role of pure consciousness will begin. And what is the role of pure consciousness? Effortlessly be the many. Effortlessly. I can't go to sleep, I have to get sleeping pills. This is not living to this statement. Effortlessly watch everything happening. Because it's already happening, whether you think about it or you don't think about it, it's going on. That one appearing as many and that many being the one, it's continuous. It's continuous. That one becoming the waker and waking world, dreamer and dream world, sleeper and absence of the two, and the waker and the waking world becoming zero, the dreamer and the dream world becoming zero. This is also going on. Everything is going on. Catch the big game. But we are lost in the individual game. Individual game is me and mine and my body and my relations and my survival and my aspirations and ambitions and bucket list and desires, and the list goes on. The bigger game is being the witness. Don't get caught up in any smaller game. Just like when we are on the ground, we are disturbed by the traffic. We are disturbed by the unruly traffic. But when we are in the plane, that traffic doesn't disturb us. We are seeing the traffic, but it's not disturbing us. So take a higher ground. That higher ground is your true nature, the pure consciousness. Then the dropness will drop of its own accord. The more we come, contemplate, be the pure consciousness, to that extent, the individuality of the drop or the individuality of our being will keep dissolving. Just like your waking individuality or dream individuality dissolves in sleep, similarly, the individuality per se, which is expressing as the waker, dreamer, and sleeper, that itself, the I itself will dissolve. Continuing, the Supreme Self has no desire to see or manifest. But you said that in the beginning, the Paramashiva desired to be many. That is just to explain the creation, we have to use that type of language, only to cancel it later. Just like we say, you are, I am the seer, I am the hearer, I am the. But actually, are you the seer? No. I is essentially the consciousness. Then is there seeing taken? Is there a seer born? Is there a hearer born? Is there a thinker born? Is a wave born on the water, or it's only a phenomena? It's existing in its own absence. Inside, outside, everything is water. Then what is wave? Only an appearance. Similarly, this Triputi, waking, dream, deep sleep, or any other Triputi, it's only an appearance. There is only pure consciousness, and that I am. Catch this about yourself. So here it says the Supreme has no desire. Why it has no desire? Because it is all that there is. There cannot be two Supremes to desire each other. And if we say one Supreme reality has itself become the two, then the subject is also complete, the object is also complete. The Shiva is also complete, the Shakti is also complete. Then where's the question of desire? Where's the question of being, oh, my soulmate? Both are complete. You have to just remember that both are one, appearing as two. This Shiva has no problem, but Shakti sometimes forgets. Apply it on yourself. The Atma has no problem. Pure consciousness that I am has got no problem, but mind sometimes forgets. Mind has to just remember that it is nothing but the pure consciousness. How will it come to remember? Scriptures, satsang. Through that, logically, with bhav, understand, be the indivisible one. See how that one alone is expressing through many. That one water alone is expressing through many waves. One consciousness alone is expressing through all the minds or through all the triputis, through all the states. See? ऐसे आपण या आपण आपुले निरीक्षण करावे येणे वीण करीतची असे. Thus, without desiring to see itself, the Atma Tattva is doing so. When we say you put attention on the witnessing consciousness, it is only a statement. Can you put attention on the witnessing consciousness? Is witnessing consciousness separate from you that you are going to put attention on it? Think. But in that attempt to put the attention, you vanish. The individuality vanishes. See? Thus, without desiring to see itself, the Atma Tattva is doing so. I want to experience myself. I want to increase my bliss. So I became many, is it? It became many without any desire. It is its nature to be many. It is its nature. It is not a desire. Then why did they say it was so kamayata? Taittiriya Upanishad, so kamayata, that one desired to be many. Bahupraja yeti. Satapo tapyata, satapas taptva. So it did tapasya. And then from one without a second reality, it became two. That one Paramashiva became Shiva Shakti. All a game. It's all effortlessly happening. Did you put effort to create a mind? Did you put effort to create a thought? Thus, there is no desire in the pure self to see itself, because pure self is complete. Completeness does not have a desire. No, I am complete. Then why are you reading? Why are you studying? Why are you meditating? Because of this emptiness within, because of this incompleteness within, the desire to be complete is there. But the day it clicks that you are complete, then it does not matter whatever is going on. This desire is attributed from our point of view. Whose point of view? Individuality point of view. From absolute point of view, there is nothing called desire. But we understand our life, our interactions only by way of desire. I had the desire, that's why I am in the class. I have a desire, therefore I will conclude the class. I have a desire while the class is going on to get a coffee, so I'll put the video off, get a coffee and come back. Desire. Individual level. At the totality level, nothing of that sort. Thus, there is no desire in the pure self to see itself. This desire is attributed from our point of view, individuality point of view. Without this thought that it should see itself, the pure self becomes many. So where does the thought come? Where does the thought come? In the mind. Mind with consciousness with respect to thought is called mind. In pure consciousness, where there is no thought, desire for a thought can never arise. Because to think, to desire that let me become many, is a desire. Desire has to express as a thought. The Paramatma, the pure self, can never have that because it is complete. There is nothing lacking in it. Is the sun desiring sun rays and heat, or it is just happening? Without this thought that it should see itself, the pure self becomes many. That is its essential nature. It is like some people playing with their hands out of mere habit. In the same way, without any association of desire to create, creation happens. There is neither purpose nor cause or effect. So it is a purposeless creation. It is a creationless creation. So what are waves? Creationless creation. What are ornaments? Creationless creation. What are pots and pots out of mud? Creationless creation. Because for all practical purposes, you are touching mud. When you are touching a pot, you are touching mud. So before also there was mud. As the pot also there is only mud, and after the destruction of the pot there is still mud. Then what is that pot? If everything before, during and after is mud, then what is pot? Only a name given to the mud. That name is the appearance. Name is the just name and form. Wave is nothing, just a name to the waters. Before also water, during the wave also water, after the wave also water. Past also water, present also water, future also water. Then what is a wave? Just name and form. Name and form is not real. Water is real. Catch this. And we are caught only in the name and forms. We identify only with the name and forms. Body is a name and form. So just like a wave is a name and form and the water is the reality behind it, then what is the reality behind the body? If body is only a name and form, what is the reality behind the body? I'm asking.
Consciousness.
No. That's why I asked.
Desire.
That's why I asked. Existence. Existence. Existence is the reality at the body level. Correct or not? With all inert matter, existence is the reality. Because body cannot think, so where's the question of consciousness? Body cannot reflect consciousness, so where's the question of consciousness? Here, at the body level, at the gross level, that pure consciousness expresses or can be caught only as existence. That is the reality behind matter. Still, I can trick you sometimes. I like it. So, it is like some people play. हाँ ये तो हो गया. There is neither purpose nor cause and effect. So why do we say ocean is the cause, wave is the effect? That is only because we are not ready to think outside the creation from the self point of view. So when we take the relativity to be real, then cause and effect is the language in which we have to explain to you. Attachment and detachment is the language in which we have to explain to you. Creation and then going beyond the creation by way of neti vineti and then including the whole creation, called Anvaya is the language in which we have to explain to you. But if you are established in the absolute as the pure self, then we don't have to explain anything to you. Yato vacho nivartante. None of these words will make an impact on you. You will see the fallacy of these words. Because words are limited, words are conditioned, words are temporary, words are finite. How can such words, they don't have the scope to express the infinite, because words themselves are finite. Thoughts themselves are finite. How can we think the consciousness? We cannot. There's only one way, and that is be the consciousness. But we are addicted to thinking. We want to experience consciousness. It is never going to happen. And if you are having some mystical experience, it's only imagination of your mind. Nothing is happening, yet everything is happening. That is the nature of pure consciousness. That means that is your nature. Wow, I'm so powerful. Wow, this whole creation is happening out of me. Yes. And it's actually not happening. Yes. And yet everything is happening. Yes. Third and fourth verse of 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Read them. If you understand that subjectively, then it is good. This is explained by another example. I say, he dekhane na dekhane, he andhare chandine, ma chandrasi une, surate ka. The seeing or not seeing never has any significance in the Atma Tattva, just as the moon has nothing to do with the bright or dark fortnight. Does the moon have anything to do with dark and bright fortnight and the dark fortnight? I'm asking.
No, Swamiji.
Why?
Because it's just the sun is the illuminator, and this is just moving around the sun or the moon. The earth is coming in between to stop the reflection.
So for who is the bright fortnight and the dark fortnight? If
For
it is
us,
not for the
me.
moon, for whom then?
It is for me.
Correct. It is for someone else, some idiot. That's you. For whom the bright fortnight and the dark fortnight is there. For the moon as such, nothing, whether there is light or no light, because it is not its light. It is just going around earth. So the full moon and no moon has got no significance for the moon. But we have made it into a big deal. Why? Individuality. Whether it is seen present or not seen absent, that is, whether there is manifestation or no manifestation, whether it is darkness or it is light, these comparisons do not concern the moon. If this is so, how do you apply on yourself? Bright fortnight, waking and dream. Dark fortnight, deep sleep. Correct? They're happening. Why are you concerned? Taking pills for no reason. Moon doesn't take any pill. Just because, oh my God, now full moon is coming, I'm not going to be able to sleep because my dark fortnight is becoming less and less, my sleep is becoming less and less, and I think something is wrong. I need to go to the doctor and get myself fixed, get a pill. This is our condition. मजा आता है ना ऐसे सोच के how we have fooled ourselves by our own thinking. That is why scriptures are required. That's why such texts are required. Like that cat gets, while playing with the thread, gets caught up in the thread by itself. We play with the thoughts, we play with the objects and get caught up in them, and then we don't know how to come out of it. Self-created miseries, where there are no miseries. Self-created bondage, self-created liberation, where there is no bondage and liberation. Unnecessarily created a journey where there is no journey. All because of one reason: we are not accepting we are the absolute one, that we are the pure consciousness. The moon is ever present and is ever the same, complete self. Does it ever occur to the moon that it is the bright fortnight, or that this is the dark fortnight? In the same way, from the pure consciousness point of view, never was there something called presence or absence, seeing or not seeing. Presence, waking and dream. Absence, deep sleep. I just told you. So, from the self's point of view, there is no presence and absence, there is no waking, dream, and deep sleep. From the water's point of view, there is nothing called waves or ocean. From the gold point of view, there is nothing called ornaments. So, till we are thinking of the world as the world, thinking of the world as separate, thinking of the body, breath, mind, intellect as separate, thinking of the thoughts as separate, till we are thinking of the self as through a thought, till we are thinking of the self through a thought, that I am pure consciousness. The Amrutanubhava said, I am the pure consciousness. I have to think about pure, I have to meditate on pure consciousness. I am that one. I am one without expressing as many, but nothing has happened to me. You are far away from the truth, because you're still lost in the words. You have to be. Yes, it's a beginning, no doubt. But this thinking must conclude. Then you will say, oh, but Mahatmas also who are realized, they think, they talk. Just like the brightness and the dark fortnight and the bright fortnight is for us, not for the moon. Similarly, talking or not talking, thinking or not thinking is for us. We are observing that in a Mahatma. A realized master doesn't care whether there are thoughts coming or not, whether there is waking coming or not, whether there is dream or sleep coming or not. It does not matter to him, because he is complete. We pass the judgment. About that Mahatma with our limited knowledge, because we are living in duality. So we have to pass a judgment. But he is in unity. Everything is one for him. It does not matter.
Swamiji, he is just passing the time.
That also is a statement by you, by us, who are observing him, that he is passing the time. Here Jnaneshwar Maharaj is saying, he just is. What you are saying is correct. I am not refuting that. What you are saying is correct. But again, the point that I am making is, that judgment also that he is passing the time has been passed by us, isn't it? You ask that Mahatma, he will say, get away from here. For him, it does not matter. If he says, I am passing the time, it does not matter to him. Whatever the mind will say, it may just smile away, it may become angry, it may throw stones at you, it may abuse to you, it may disregard you, be indifferent to you. It does not matter to the Mahatma. Mind is only going to express what has been programmed in it beforehand. And that is why you see different types of Mahatmas expressing in different ways. But at the core, there is only one. We are only, this is a smiling Mahatma. I think I like it. I will get initiated by him. That is an angry Mahatma. I will not go in. I don't like going to him. This is a dressed, nicely ironed clothes Mahatma. The other one, he is not even wearing any clothes. How can I go close to him? I feel ashamed to go in front of that naked Mahatma. This is our judgment. Not from Mahatma's point of view, he does not care, because he is not even the body. Then is he thinking I am pure conscious? No, he is not even thinking that. He is that. And so are you. In the same way, from the pure consciousness point of view, never was there something called presence or absence, seeing or not seeing. Such a person is called a mad person in the society. When it does not matter to him whether it's seeing or going on or not seeing going on, whether there is waking or dream going on or deep sleep is going on. From our point of view, this language, who is unconcerned about what is going on. Our problem is, in the class, how can I sleep? Swamiji, you said presence and absence has got no meaning. I am realized. I'll sleep in the class. Why? I am awake. You are seeing that I am sleeping. Good argument, no? You can use it next time. See? Continuing another example. Manauni he na vahate vhave ऐसे ही करू पावे तरी तैसाची स्वभावे आयिता ase. Therefore, although he is able to suspend the creation, that is Triputi formation, yet he exists ever effortlessly. The moment we don't have any thoughts in our mind and we are awake, we feel there is something wrong. We feel we are losing the plot of life. We feel we are getting dementia or Alzheimer's because I can't remember my name. Oh my God, what is happening? I can't remember my name. I can't remember which one is my mother, this one or that one. Which is my child, this fellow or that fellow. I can't even remember what I look like. Oh my God, what is going on? Good symptoms. If you have studied this, if you have understood what the self is. But we are so addicted to thinking that we take the support of the thoughts to prop ourselves up. The ego takes the support of the thoughts to prop itself up. See? So here also are thoughts. All these words that we are reading, the OVs that we are reading, the commentary that we are reading is thoughts only. But they are not allowing the ego to prop up. These words are helping the ego to dissolve by bringing us, reminding us that we are the essential self, the pure self. And in that, the language that even after all the thoughts have suspended, after all the thoughts have dissolved, I still continue. So what is where are all the thoughts coming? In the waking, thoughts are coming. In the deep sleep, thoughts are coming. And in the deep sleep, there are no thoughts. The waking itself is a thought, dream itself is a thought, deep sleep itself is a thought. When all these three major thoughts also dissolve, then don't lose the plot. That's that moment to wake up to yourself. That's that moment to be yourself. When the last thought dissolves, you are you. You are the pure consciousness. But instead, our attention is on the mind. First, it is on the thoughts. Then it is on the absence of the thoughts. Then it is immediately after some time, because we have not become accepted ourselves as the pure consciousness, immediately, I think my mind wasn't void. There was nothing, there was emptiness. It was so scary, man. All these type of words we come to hear. Therefore, the Atma is ever existent even in the disappearance of the world. Keep taking it subjectively. We are talking about you, the pure self. The unreal never is. The real never is not. Even in the absence of the field called knower known knowledge, the pure Atma Tattva is ever existence. This existence is effortless. So now imagine, if you are Satchidanand Swarup, if you are a Sat Swarup, existence Swarup, and that is an effortless state, what amount of sadhana you are going to do with efforts? Yoga efforts, pranayam efforts, single pointed mind efforts, japa efforts, understanding efforts, contemplation efforts, samadhi abhyas efforts. If existence itself is an effortless state, as many efforts you may put, you are not going to get there, because you are already there. So who's putting the efforts? The individual. Why? He has not recognized that he is effortlessly existing. तेरे की पहले क्यों नहीं बताया? बता तो रहे हैं, बट हम एक्सेप्ट ही नहीं कर रहे. I have to meditate, I have to study, I have to go to this ashram, I have to go to that ashram, I have to spend, now I'm not going to talk to anyone, now I have to eat only vegan food, now I'm going to eat only intermittent fasting, now slowly I'm eating only once a day. efforts to do what? To be the pure consciousness. As if by stopping eating food, you are going to become consciousness. Bekoof. As if by doing yoga, you are going to become be the consciousness, is it? By twisting your body, you are going to be the consciousness. It can help. I'm not saying it will not. It will help if the individual approaches it in the right way. Japa will help if the chanter of the name of the Lord or chanting of the Om is done with Vaikhari Madhyama Pashyanti Para. If that foundation is there, that understanding is there, then the japa will help. And his goal is not only to chant, his goal is only to get to the Paravani. Then it will help. Study of scriptures will help if our attention is on the pure consciousness, on being the pure consciousness. Otherwise, oh, I have studied Amrutanubhava, it was such a wonderful text. It is very sublime. It is, it is the commentary of Narayana Maharaj about his own experience of realization. Are we here to validate him? Or are we here to recognize ourselves through his words? And when we think about all this, what we are just saying, then automatically, when you are self-oriented, then your interaction with the world automatically ceases. Your urge to speak automatically calms down. Desires calm down. Wakefulness towards waking dream, deep sleep becomes prominent. And eventually, when the disturbance in the mind, any type of disturbance, basically by way of triputi, when it dissolves, there we are. We were there before also, but because of the thoughts, we were not able to catch ourselves, be ourselves. But where we get even a small gap between the two thoughts, which is happening even now, but we are not able to catch ourselves because thoughts are coming again and again. This speaker doesn't stop speaking. I want to sit in silence. Thus, there is no desire in the pure self to see itself. Is that which one we are doing? 172,
173, Swamiji.
173, okay. Therefore, although he is able to suspend the creation, the triputi formation, yet he exists ever effortlessly. This is the true maunam. This is the true silence. This is the wakeful silence. Uninfluenced, unaffected, unresponsive, non-reactionary, not a slave of the triputi, whether it is there or not there. Initially, when it is not there, we come to abide. After that, if the triputi comes, doesn't matter. For whom is the triputi? For others. I am in the consciousness as the consciousness, being the consciousness. Therefore, the Atma is ever existent even in the disappearance of the world. The unreal never is, the real never is not. Even in the absence of the field called knower known knowledge, the pure Atma Tattva is ever existence. This existence is effortless. The field, waking field. the field dream field, the field absence of the two called deep sleep. These are the different three, and the fourth field, samadhi field. All these fields are coming and going, but the one who knows that these fields come and go never comes and goes. Catch this about yourself. But instead, we forget that one constant and we become, oh, I'm the waker, I don't want to be awake, I'm feeling sleepy. And we become the sleeper. Then in between, we become the dreamer. Then we do some sadhana and we become the meditator. But we are still shunting. We have not recognized the constant one that we are. To be is never tiring, but to become father, husband, mother, wife, etc. requires effort and causes frustration. Not only these roles, but also to be the meditator, to be the yogic, to practice yoga, to do pranayama, to do raja yoga, to do samadhi abhyas, to do japa, to do kundalini, to do kriya yoga. To do bhakti also is tiring if you are not merged in the intoxicated by the Lord. Everything is tiring, everything is exhausting, everything requires effort. Thus, more the attention is on the truth, the more easily the effortless existence will be realized without any effort. The more our attention is on the truth, the constant principle. That was what our meditation was today. The witnessing consciousness, the constant one, which does not change with the changes. Triputis change. The witnessing consciousness doesn't change. The most miserable search is the search for joy, whether in the material or spiritual world. Till this search is continued, the truth is far away, because effortless being cannot be searched for, whether efforts are associated. Wherever the efforts are associated, the truth is denied. Wherever efforts are there, efforts are put forth by whom? By the individual. Efforts are put forth by whom? By the ego. There has to be a doer of efforts. That ego is expressing as the doer and the enjoyer. It's putting efforts to enjoy the fruit of realization, the fruit of meditation, the joy of meditation. If I don't put efforts, then how can? Scriptures have said so. You have only read that scripture which was convenient for you to read. What about the rest? What about the Upanishads? Why don't, that is also part of the scripture. Why don't you read that? See? Because effortless being cannot be searched for, wherever efforts are associated, the truth is denied. Wherever the feeling of I have to do something to realize the truth precipitates within us, we are far away from the truth. So does it mean that all the waves have to become quiet, only then the water will be realized? Is it that all the ornaments have to be melted, only then gold will be realized? Similarly, is it that all the thoughts Only when chitta vritti nirodha will happen, only then the truth will be realized that that pure consciousness I am. Is it so? But I can't do. I'm wired in such a way that I have to keep putting efforts. I'm wired in such a way that I have to keep giving lectures. I'm wired in such a way that I enjoy reading. I enjoy doing the puja. I enjoy doing the japa. It's happening. I can't. If I put, if I try to stop it, it becomes efforts. But it is automatic. It's default. It's going on. Japa is going on. I'm not putting effort. It's going on. To stop the japa is efforts. For other people to start the japa is efforts. For some people, not doing the yoga is effortless. For some people, starting the yoga is a lot of efforts. Or in other words, not starting yoga is effortless. So what do I do then? Let life unfold the way it is unfolding. You keep your attention not on the unfoldment, you keep your attention on the one who knows, the one who is watching that whatever is going on. Be that one. Right now, be the one in whose presence all these thoughts of Amrutanubhava are coming and going. I am being the one in whose presence all the thoughts are coming out as words from this mouth. Keep taking that position. Then there is no right and wrong. Then there is no guilt of silence and arrogance of speaking. Then you are absolutely comfortable. If there are no words coming out, you are comfortable. If words are coming out, you are still comfortable. Because it's happening. If it doesn't happen, so be it. If it happens, so be it. I'm not going to go out and look at what is going on or what is not going on. I am being the consciousness in whose presence this speaking or not speaking is taking place. Understanding and non-understanding is taking place. Listening and not listening is taking place. In whose presence? The screen of this laptop in your house also in front of you. The screen of the laptop is unchanging principle. From that laptop screen, the sound is coming, the picture is coming, the emotions are being seen, the various movements are seen. So where is your attention? On the person in the screen, on the words that are coming out of the screen, or on the screen? Apply the same principle on yourself. Where is your attention? On the changing thoughts or on the constant one? Here, if you take the screen, that will be the screen of the mind on which the thoughts are coming and going. That screen of mind is nothing but the witnessing consciousness. It is the consciousness. Limited example, but helpful. How the truth exists effortlessly is said in the next OV. Drashta drishya aise doni alumalu alumaha Alumadu dise te hi parasparanu praveshe kahi naki. The seer and the seen appear for a while, then they merge into each other and the duality disappears. So right now, I said right, then there was a gap, and then there was a now. When I said right, the speaker, the spoken word, and the spoken experience took place. Then all the three vanished. Then there was silence. Then again three emerged as the word now. Then again they vanished. This is continuously going on. The Tripurti is continuously appearing and disappearing, appearing and disappearing. And this is your data about yourself, about your thoughts, your experiences, your waking dream and deep sleep also. Appearing, disappearing, appearing, disappearing. You take it at the macrocosmic level, they call it pralaya. You call it at microcosmic level, come to the thoughts. The expression of the world is in the form of subject-object relationship. What is significant is that this subject-object relationship is the same for everyone. Everyone, you, me, everyone. Each individual is both subject and object simultaneously. Each individual is subject and... Oh, I didn't know. I thought I was only the subject, not the object. If Parama Shiva is Shiva and Shakti, then that Parama Shiva is Shiva also, and that Parama Shiva is Shakti also. Isn't it? If the five elements have gone into making all the senses, and those same five elements have gone into making the whole world, because every object in this world is made out of space, air, fire, water, earth, and your senses are also nothing but space, air. Your body is made up of space, air, fire, water, earth, and then their specific expressions are the five senses. So if the eyes are seeing, that is the element of fire, then if this is the seer, then what is the seen? All the colors and forms. So this eyes and those colors and forms is nothing but the fire element appearing subjectively as the eyes and objectively as colors and forms. That sound or space is subjectively expressing as the ears and objectively is expressing as the sound. That water element subjectively is expressing as the tongue, outside objectively is expressing as the taste stimuli. So one element alone is at personal level and the subject level and the object level. This is the game going on. So is there actually anything happening? Five elements are playing with themselves. Where are the five elements? Only in the mind. So mind playing with itself. What is mind? Subject-object relationship. What are the subject and object made up of? The material called the mind. What is the material of the mind? Pure consciousness. So pure consciousness playing with itself as the subject and object. This eternal game is going on. At every level. At every level. देखो मजा अब किसको पकड़ोगे nothing to hold on to. Each individual is both the subject and object simultaneously. Therefore, don't live in a world of me versus you. I versus you. Don't live in a world of I possess you, you are mine, children are mine, wife is mine, husband is mine, house is mine, wealth is mine. Let that, it is expressing, let it express. But inside us, that feeling should not be there. After studying this, no way. I alone am at one place expressing as the father, other place expressing as the children. At one place expressing as the husband, other place expressing as the wife. At one place expressing as the subject, another place expressing as the object. One place expressing as the uh, uh, Shiva at the totality level, one place expressing as Shiva, another place expressing as the Shakti. It's that one light alone which expresses as the many colors. It is that one sun alone which expresses as the day and night. Very similar example. We saw the Prashnopanishad, the last class. From where did the creation come from? From the Prajapati. Who is that Prajapati? The sun is the Prajapati. The sun and the moon are the Prajapati. Then the ear is the Prajapati. The ear expresses as Uttarayan and Dakshinayan. Then the month is the Prajapati. Then month expresses as the bright fortnight and the dark fortnight. Then the day is the Prajapati. The day expresses as the day and night. Then food is the Prajapati and the food Annam. Then food expresses as the seed and the womb. And the creation happens. The beings come about. Same thing I told just now before this explanation of Upanishad. I explained to you how we went from the 5 elements to the mind to the consciousness. Similar thing. How many times we need to read this again and again, listen to this again and again in order to be convinced? As long as you keep this knowledge only in your brain, trying to work it out, you will want to hear it again and again. The moment you apply it subjectively and see that what they are talking about is you, and you are the pure consciousness, you are that witnessing consciousness, you are the one as the pure consciousness, which is called as mind with reference to the Triputi. The whole creation of space, air, fire, water, earth is nothing but a thought in the consciousness, expressing as the mind. You will lose yourself completely in that process of thinking. Then whom will you fight with? Whom will you distinguish yourself from? Whom will you separate yourself from? Where's the question of uniting with someone or divorcing someone? Where's the question of calling someone your own and hating someone? Then the melting happens. Everything that you have thought yourself to be starts dissolving. But you have to take the right position within yourself. Where subject-object identification takes place, there the manifestation of love is most natural and spontaneous. To cite an instance, the body is the object of one's knowledge, but one accepts it as oneself, and hence the love for one's body is natural. Don't fight it. I am this body. Okay, now what? Did someone introduce into your mind that you are the body? Or by birth, automatically I am this body expression in your mind is naturally happening? You didn't go to school to study, I am this body. Parents didn't tell you, you are this body. And therefore the love for one's body is natural. So is it with hunger. My hunger is one with me, and hence my concern for satisfying it. But the same concern is not felt for another's hunger. The same principle applies to one's emotions, concepts, convictions, etc. Therefore, love can manifest only when subject object relationship is completely removed. Sant Jnaneshwar is trying to help us discover this point in this OV. So, when we have a subject and object dichotomy, we see subject as separate from object, then the subject is essentially complete. The subject is full of unconditional love, but it has forgotten that. So it starts experiencing love with reference to the other. So that other can be wife, can be children, can be relations, parents, your body, hunger, thirst, etc., etc., etc. And this is naturally happening. Nothing can be done about it. You stay in a particular environment for a long time, those type of people's thoughts will start influencing you because they are the object of your knowledge. You associate with thieves, you will become a thief. You associate with bhajan for some time, you will start singing good bhajans. Or you will start thinking that you are singing good bhajans, whichever way. You expose yourself to this knowledge, you feel, yeah, in the class there is no doubt, yeah, absolutely we are one with you, Swamiji. Jnaneshwar Maharaj has said so beautifully. It's so natural, yeah, fantastic, wow, wow, wow. The moment class Om Purnamada Purnamidam, all that wow, wow, wow is replaced by wow, wow, barking at others. See? Why? Duality is maintained. And therefore, the teacher is emphasizing on dissolution of the triputi, dissolution of the duality, the subject object. And that is only possible when you inquire into the true nature of the subject. Who am I? And recognize that you are the constant principle who has never come and gone. Subject and object come and go. But the witnessing eye, the witnessing consciousness never comes and goes. The same principle, therefore, love can manifest only when the subject object relationship is completely removed. Sant Jnaneshwar is trying to help us discover this point in this OV. So, when the one who is hungry and the hunger, when as long as these are two, when both of them become one, then the hunger is removed. You need some support there of food, and the hunger is removed. The lover and the beloved, till they are two, there is a desire for the other. But once they become one, the desire for the other goes away, because there is no distance between the subject and the object, the lover and the beloved. So here in our subjective search, what is going on? Subject I am, and the object also I am. Object is not the world, object is not the body, object is not the breath, object is not the mind, object is not the emotions, object is not the concepts. I is seeking the I. Because question is, who am I then? I thought I am all these roles I am, but no. Here it is told I am this absolute one. So I am searching for myself. In other words, I is seeking the I. When this physical I tries to see itself, all the colors and forms vanish. Try sometimes. Similarly, when the I, the aham, seeks the aham, the true nature of the aham, all objectivity, all triputis will vanish. Because how can one seek the one? Because it's already one. The manifestation of subject-object relationship called the world is continuously going on. It appears for some time and disappears like any experience of any other sense organ. It is very ephemeral, temporary, lasting hardly for a moment. By the time when experience is talked about, several experiences have already come and gone. It is a continuous process of knower known knowledge going on. How? When the object of it goes on, it's too long. Study, understand till here, and it's enough. We'll take it on from there in our next class. How? Again, we'll see. So in this way, don't look for a purpose in life. This is a purposeless life. Really? But I have a purpose, I want to know myself. Okay, start with that. But come to conclude that there is no purpose. This is a creationless creation. Everything is nothing but the pure consciousness, and that pure consciousness is my essential nature. Whether you talk of at the microcosmic level or macrocosmic level, it is the same pure consciousness. Whether you call the light of a lamp or the light of the sun, micro and macro, the nature of light is the same, illumination. Whether you call it individual mind or total mind, is the same. Life is expressing. The Triputi expresses there. Think in this manner, and as our Swamiji says, be happy for no reason. Don't live a karya karana life, means cause and effect life. Because I am happy, very happy today because I attended the class. Gone, lost the plot. I am very happy today I didn't attend the class. Again lost the plot. Be happy for no reason. Causeless happiness. Supportless happiness is our true nature. ॐ पूर्णमदा पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ. Just sit quietly for a moment. Hari Om.